Hi guys, ArchieLuxury, and who do I recommend in America? In America, who do I recommend for quality pre-owned wristwatches? David SW, David SW, David SW. Go to davidsw.com. He is the best, the greatest pre-owned dealer in all of the United States of America. David SW, David SW, David SW. Hey guys, it's your pontiff, Archibald the Chesterfield III, AC3 on the ArchieLuxury channel. In Australia, this week it is Mental Health Week, and it was Mental Health Week in America last week, but that doesn't matter. I wanted to make this video because I'm having my own mental health problems itself. I gotta tell you, I gotta be completely honest with you, I'm actually devastated that Blue Shirt Buddha, one of my, he used to do the live streams with me, he's not so well. And yeah, I had a fundraiser over the weekend. We raised a bit of money, but you know what the hell is that gonna do really for the poor guy? Medical bills in America, my God, they'd be shocking. We raised just over, well, $10,000 the punters donated. When I started, it was about 4, so my show sort of raised about 6,000. And I said to Blue Shirt, I would give Blue Shirt the proceeds of the show, take off 30% Google tax, take off income tax because I've got to pay tax on it, and there was $100 ER sent to me directly, so that will just take that off. So I got a contribution to give to Blue Shirt. But that doesn't cure. It's not a cure. It doesn't fix the problem. And it's made me realize, we are all just here. We are all like BMWs with plastic water pumps in us. As we get older, we start off invincible and we can conquer the world. And as we get older, we realize parts don't work. Look at the Wizard. The Wizard, he's had colon cancer. That's a bloody trip to Siberia in itself. Then he's had some heart bypass, I don't know if it's a quad or a triple or whatever the fuck it is. He's had this bypass shit. Wizard, you've got Blue Shirt. I had a handful of friends who have died in the last couple of years. And it just, my own mental health. I don't like this shit. I don't like it, but there's nothing I can do about it. I'm the wrong side of 50. I'm approaching 50. Well, I suppose that's not the wrong side. It's a good side of 50, isn't it? The Grim Reaper awaits me. But the whole reason for making this video today, I want to talk about collecting watches and mental health. And I just want to really say, what I really wanted to say is what a shitty hobby collecting watches is. What a shitty hobby. And what do I mean by this? Well, it's like any collecting thing. Any collecting thing. It's kind of it doesn't rely on talent, it just relies on money. Money is it. Money is the big thing. Moolah! The cash, the bucks. That's all that really matters. The cash, the bucks. Nothing else really matters in the hobby. The bucks, the big ones. And, it's just a great pissing competition. Oh, you've got a Submariner. Oh, hang on a minute, it's not the ceramic. Or it's not the 41 mil. Oh, hang on a minute, I got a solid gold one. It's just one big pissing competition after another. And I mean, it's kind of strange. It's a real crappy hobby to have. It's a real shitty hobby to have, because all it is it's one big, I'm so much better than you because, and all it takes is money. It's not like you're a talented musician who've honed your craft. You play your instrument or whatever it is, trumpet or clarinet or violin, and it's not about how expensive violin is a good, Stradivarius is a good thing, but it depends on your ability. You could have a Stradivarius and can't play a damn thing. You could have a Chinese piece of shit and it can sound amazing. It's all in the technique. But watch collecting's not like that. All it is money. Money, money, money. And it occurred to me, I'm in a private WhatsApp group with Jero, the Russian guy. And he was telling me, the Russian girls there, it's flash the cash, flash the cash. And Jiro was going out with these old hags. I mean, just between you and me, they looked okay, but man, they were second-hand hags. And I got to be totally honest with you. You know, show the cash, show off. And in Russia, I've been to Russia. I went to Ukraine in 1997. Class, they call it class. That ain't class. That is fucking tacky. That's what it is, fucking tacky. And even Jiro himself, he posted a pic of a lousy two-tone Datejust. I mean, it was not lousy. It's a nice watch, but it's not plat. It's just tacky how it's done. He posts that with $20,000 in 20,000 US in Russian currency, the ruble, the worthless ruble, a bag of potatoes. And I gotta say, in all honesty, is that classy? Is that cultured? No, it's Russian tacky. It's Russian tacky. And this hobby, mental health wise, it's I'm better than you. I'm better than you because I got more money. It's all about money. Money or access to credit. And I gotta be honest with you. The whole thing is, mental health wise, as a hobby, watch collecting, there's pros and cons. You can have this and say, you know, it is a nice hobby. We encourage enthusiasts, etc., etc. But it can be a real shitter as well. And, you know, before you know it, you even get friends. I had one friend who I got my world time, and he got so I got the 5110, which was, I love that watch. I love my 5110. So you would think, man, that's amazing. But, you know, in the fraternity of people who actually buy that shit, this guy here, he said to me, he got the newer model. So mine's a 5110. There was a 5130, and then there's a 5230. He had the 5230 New York edition. And it's a beautiful watch. It's beautiful. Very collectible, very valuable watch. And he then felt he had the right to criticize mine. Oh, yours has got the dicky hands. Yours is... And I thought, what a fucking lousy hobby. What a lousy what a piece of fucking shit. What a piece of shit of a guy. He wants to bag mine. And, you know, it's kind of like going to boarding school. You were beaten up, and what you do is your revenge is beating the new recruits when it's your turn. I mean, what a shit sort of hobby to have there. And I said to him, hey man, this ain't a competition. I'm very happy with mine. I never said, hey, my paddock is shitload better than yours. I was content just to have mine. My grandfather used to pick up cigarette butts on the side of the street. He was so poor. I came from working class stock. The fact that I even have one paddock is a miracle of Jesus. And you know, it's kind of funny. It's funny. I said this to him, and you know, they get all offended and all upset and all pissed off with you there. But what a shit answer. You know, I just enjoying my beautiful world. I love my world time, but he needs to feel better about himself, so he needs to put mine down. Give me a put down, Charlie, because he feels insecure. He wasn't loved as a child. He didn't get a hug when he was a little boy. The fucking mental health of some of these people in the hobby is delusional. They're delusional fantasists. That's right, delusional fantasists. I got another friend, and he was a dear friend of mine. We're sort of on the outer now. We're not really that close, and you know, he did a lot for me, which is great. You know, I hope I did a lot for him. And he made it a habit. I got the 5110 in yellow gold. He made it a habit to get the platinum one. Then I had an annual calendar of 5035. He made it a habit to get the bracelet version one. And, you know, it's kind of strange. I mean, this isn't a pissing competition. They're all beautiful watches, but he said, oh, that's so much better than the yellow gold one that I've got. And I thought, what a dick thing to say. Why would you even say that? Are you know, I said to him, man, I'm just happy I got a Patek. I got 4 of the bastards. It doesn't matter to me whether it's yellow gold, rose gold, platinum or white gold. It doesn't matter to me if they're on a leather strap or a bracelet. I'm just so thanking Jesus that I've got 4 Pateks. And this is the thing, this hobby, it brings out the worst. I mean, he's a nice guy, but he wanted to say, hey, these are so much. He had a rose gold one with a black dial. They're so much more valuable than the... Why would you even say that? You know, why would you even say that? And the reality is, he probably doesn't even mean it. He didn't even really mean it in a bad way. It's just such a dick-pulling competition, watch collecting. And it never stops. It never stops. Like, people would look at my collection and say, wowzers, that's amazing. That's amazing. It's an amazing collection. Now, I didn't listen to the fuckwit with the New York edition world time. I didn't listen to the fuckwit with the platinum 5110 or the fuckwit with the rose gold black dial annual calendar. I didn't need to listen to those dickheads because, you know, I've been in the hobby far longer than them. So I don't need to listen to dickheads to get validation. But in my own mind, what I found was happening is, I say to myself, I got 4 Pateks. At one stage, I had 6 Pateks. 6 Pateks. Put my fingers up for people who can't count. 6 Pateks, and I wanted I wanted either a perpetual calendar Patek, or I wanted a chronograph Patek of some sort. And it's kind of strange. It's never enough. It's never enough. And this is the whole thing with this hobby. You get these things, then you say, hang on a minute, they're in yellow gold. I'd really like it in platinum or this or that. I'd like some... It's all a massive dick-pulling competition. And sometimes you've got to say, hey, stop. My grandfather used to pick up cigarette butts on the side of the street to smoke. I got 4 Pateks. That's a miracle Jesus should be thanked for. And I got to be totally honest with you, with these wrist watches, how many of these damn things do you really, really need or want? And I got to be totally honest with you. I think having the collection I do, well, I do YouTube, so I need them. because I do YouTube. You can't be the pontiff with one bloody Rolex and Omega and half a dozen shitters. Okay, but if I wasn't doing the YouTube, totally honest with you, I got 9 pieces at the moment. How many would you really need to have? You know what I honestly think? This is no bullshit. How many would you need? You know what? The Patek's are beautiful. I've got 4 Patek's. The Patek's are beautiful. You don't need any of those. The Reverso, it's gorgeous. Don't really need that. You know what I would honestly say you need? 2 or 3 good watches. And when I say good, I don't mean precious metal, platinum. No. I mean steel. I reckon 2 watches. You need a Rolex diver of some sort and a Rolex GMT. That is it. That is it. That is all you really need to get happy horologically. That is it. A GMT and a diver. That is it. Those 2 watches there should be all you really need. That's it. Maybe we could throw in a Speedmaster, Omega Speedmaster, manual wind, man on the moon. And that way there we'd have a white dial. Well, I've got the Explorer 2. White dial, you'd have a diver and a speedy manual. You'd have a nice bit of diversity. That is about it. That honestly is about it. 3 watches, that's all you'd need. None of this competition or this or that. You don't even need that shit. You don't even need that shit. 3 watches, that'd be more than enough. That's it. And I gotta be totally honest with you. When you acquire more and more and more, it never stops. And you know, the funny thing is I got some really successful fans and friends, and I've said to them, I've really questioned it and said, you know what, how many do you need? When is enough enough? And they've said to me, oh, that's loser talk. Loser talk. But I think realistically, I don't think that is loser talk. You've got to have an end set in mind. You know, sometimes it's nice. You could have a collection. You could have had 10 or 20 watches before, but it's actually nice to downsize a bit. And I'm not saying keep the ones that are the most expensive or the most flashy. Keep the ones you wear and use the most. And I got to be honest with you, I think it's more special to have 2 Rolexes than to have 10. 10, you know, the problem with 10 is there's not one that's special to you. You've kind of, whereas if you've got 2, oh yeah, you know, your kids would remember Dad used to wear a sub and Dad used to wear the white dial one. And you know, that's the 2 main ones in his life. They go through life with you. And I gotta say, mental health wise, how many of these bloody watches do you need? How many do you want? And it's a strange thing. It's the anti-capitalism to say I need less. Less is more. But realistically, guys, I'm not saying to you to join a bloody commune and sing to Hare Krishna. I didn't say that. I said maybe happiness isn't buying more, but using the ones you've got more. Maybe that is the key. And I got to be honest with you, you know, I've been a terrible culprit of it. when I've done well. I want to buy more things to reward myself. It's all in our psyche, our mental health. When we do well, oh, I want to buy a fancy car. I want to buy this. I want to be the man. But sometimes in life, that's not the coolest choice to take. And I got to tell you, mental health wise, there's something to be said for just being content with what you've got. There's something to be said for just being content, enjoying them, and just, I honestly think 2 or 3 watches, just because I like classic cars, do I need to own them? No, I don't need to own a classic car. I mean, I can read about them and I can appreciate them, but I don't have to own one of them. I don't have to own any of them. Sometimes in this hobby, our mental health, we push ourselves. It's a competition to have more and more and more and more. Are these that special even? I mean, these Rolexes you can't get for love nor money. You go to the AD, he won't say you're a sub or an explorer. No, 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 not for you, sir. What a terrible situation. And it's all because the whole market's gone like this because of greedy collectors. Greedy collectors have sucked the market dry. If collectors said, you know what, I'd love to have a Rolex, 1 or 2, that's enough, that's all I need, that's absolutely amazing, you wouldn't have this supply problems. See, we've made it worse for everybody because we want to satisfy our own needs. We like knowing other people can't have one because we got 10 of the bastards. And I got to be totally honest with you, maybe that isn't the answer. If I wasn't in the YouTube space, I reckon 2 or 3, 2 Rolex and an Omega Speedmaster, that'd be awesome. Absolutely awesome. That'd be a great collection. But the problem is you got that inner urge to buy and consume and to have more. Mental health wise, we don't need to join this rat race. The most precious thing we have is not the bloody wristwatch, it's time. Rich or poor, we have time. Time is a valuable commodity. Enjoy what you got left. Don't get involved in petty games to outdose other collectors. Enjoy what you got. It's not a competition. I do believe you should get a Rolex, but I really do believe you should get 1 or 2 Rolexy or Rolei. I say Rolex watches because I think that's the plural. Rolex watches. The plural is watches. The Rolex is singular. If you can get a Rolex for yourself, get a Rolex, and then just get off this hobby bullshit. Mental Health Week. If we just consume endlessly, that may not be the answer to it, happiness. Maybe a bit of moderation. A couple's things, have a bit of moderation, it's all fine. I was talking to a fountain pen collector the other day. He said to me, oh, what fountain pens you got? I said, I got a Cartier and I got a Duofold. He goes, you got any more? Like, that's nothing. I said, well, I said to him, I had about 8 good fountain pens. I kept the 2 that had the best nib. That's what I did. I kept the ones with the best nib. Everything else I didn't need. I sold off. Reduced the collection. Used the money for other things. He couldn't understand. Why would you do that? Why? Why? Because I don't want to endlessly consume. That's why. Okay, guys, that's today's video. Tell me what you think. Put a comments below. Love yous all, and I'll see you in the next one. Mental Health Week. What can you do to make yourself happy? Happy, Fikers. Hey guys, check out one of my best friends, Jamie Opulence, on YouTube. Just go to Jamie Opulence on YouTube. A fantastic channel from my good friend Jamie. Check it out, guys. Hey guys, ArchieLuxury. Guys, I want to introduce a new service to you. ValueYourWatch.com. Proud supporters of ArchieLuxury. No seller's fees, no buyer's fees. That's right, guys. This is a trading platform to buy or sell watches. You can start selling for free. That's right. We advertise our paying for our paying subscribers on Google, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. It's a global platform. That's right, guys. Get $50 off the annual subscription by applying the coupon Archie when you check in there. But guys, you can try this for free straight away. Guys, you can start listing watches. ValueYourWatch.com. Give it a try and tell me what you guys think of that.
Feeling me, any me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. Feeling me, any me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. Feeling me, any me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. Feeling me, any me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck.
Like, subscribe, and tell your friends, and don't be afraid to get a paid review. $50 for a paid review. It helps me stay full-time on YouTube, and I will see you in the next one. $50 paid review. I can't survive on Google Ads. I need your support. And guys, you could also sponsor me on Patreon. Patreon allows you to pay as little as $1 a month to keep me on YouTube. Hey guys, ArchieLuxury. Who do I recommend for watches in Brisbane and Sydney? Vintage Watch Co. That's correct. Vintage Watch Co. in Brisbane Arcade in Brisbane and the Strand Arcade in Sydney. Vintage Watch Co. Brisbane and Sydney. Ronnie, I've known him since the late 90s. Ronnie is a top bloke. Luke is a great guy. Vintage Watch Co. That is who I recommend in Australia. Check out Vintage Watch Co. and the guys' amazing range of watches. They also do service and repairs. Vintage Watch Co. That is where the Pontiff goes. You know, some of my Pateks came from Vintage Watch Co. That's right, guys. Vintage Watch Co.